I'm just checking now what's happening here with the telephones in case somebody's wanting to ring in. So we'd better see that everything is working there. That's fantastic. Here we go. Yes. Hello? Oh, hello? Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Right, we'll get you as soon as we possibly can. Don't worry about that. There's always a little bit of something at the start. So lovely to have you with us. And a very, very big dinky-doo. Now then, good evening, everybody. Looking very dapper, Lord McClue. Good evening, Scottie. Hello, Scottie. Hello, pal. Hello, Thomas. Keep it up, I say. Isn't that fantastic? Hello, everybody. Lovely to have you with us, and welcome to the TikTok. This is the big one. Now, to the telephones, as soon as possible. We're just trying to check that everything's working out for you here, and that we can get you on, I say. Excellent stuff. Now, evening La, evening Razaboombastic. Liam says, good evening. Hello, Scottie. So there we go. Liam says, why don't you get Ian Blackford to call in? Well, Ian would be very, very welcome to call in if he would like so to do. There we are. And if you know him, you can tip him the wink, I say, and we will have a bit of a chit-chat. That would just be amazing. Fantastic, I say. To the telephones, lots to talk about. So little time to do it in, of course. And we do want to get you on. I can hear you ringing, but I can't see you. Wait till we see who we've got here. Everybody's ringing at the one time. What does one do? I say, if everybody's ringing at the one time. There we go. You're live on Scottie's Phone In. Who's that? Hello, you're live on Scottie's Phone In. Dinky-Doo. Can you hear me? No, I don't think you can. Right, not to worry about that. No doubt they will ring back. Hello, brother Dinky-Doo. Now, Mr. Baw, you'd better just go straight down the Swanee for being a half-witted idiot. You're completely on the wrong stream, I say. So doon the Swanee with you. That's what it's all about. Right. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you, Flying Cabbage. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful. Sending the trolls down the Swanee right away. I can't seem to get that call. I don't know who it is, but we can't seem to get it. No doubt we will get the next one. Worry you not, I say. Now then, hello, Scottie. Hello, everybody. Hello from Yorkshire. Learn with Danny. So lovely to have you with us in Yorkshire, of course. Welcome to the internet phone in. Beachy Beachy has sent me some beautiful gifts there. Thank you for that, Beachy Beachy. Excellent stuff. There we go. Let's see if we can pick up who is calling. Wonderful stuff. Now, you should be able to see the number in front of you guys, so that will let you get started. And can everybody, every single person, go to the YouTube channel and subscribe and tap the bell. It's free. You will see the TikTok just below you there, and that will allow you to get on. Excellent stuff. Now then, who have we got here? Down the Swanee with them, says all the sevens. James Baker, off with you, I say, for being a half-wit. Bye-bye, James. There we are, doing the Swanee with James. Wonderful. Remember, you never troll Scottie McClue or you're finished. Fantastic. Who may? I wonder if you're trolling or just being silly. That's what we're not sure about. We shall have to find out. There we go. Now then. Why are these people so rude? Because they are idiots, G-Bomb. They don't understand quality. They don't know what they are doing, and they don't know what they are talking about. Every time you go live, I lose a sock. I haven't seen you in a while, Scottie. How are you keeping? We're outstanding tonight. Thank you for joining us on the phone-in. It is amazing. Get them down the Swanee, I say. Absolutely. Hello, Dinky-Doo, Dinky-Doo, learn with Danny. Hello to you as well. Tremendous. Now then, James Bacon's just joined us. That's wonderful. And be kind. Things are improving all the time. Let's see if we can get the phones here. Hello, you're live on Scottie's Phone In. Who's that?
Hello, Scott, my man. Hey.
Hello, my man. Is that Martin?
Yeah,
Ah, how are you, Martin?
I've been on 3 times now, so I bet Kareem a 3rd time now.
You've only been on the once, have you not?
No, I know. I meant I bet Kareem number 3 now.
Oh, right. Yes, you have. You've bet Kareem 3 times. We thought somebody was playing the glockenspiel.
Oh, yes.
Very well. There's Andrew saying you're not on the radio anymore. No, we're on the internet at the moment, Andrew. We came off the radio last year because they wanted love songs because it was a big ask to fully staff the phone in Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. And I think it was stretching the staff a bit. Martin's always full of joy. I like his energy. Good evening, Scottie. You're a legend, Scottie. Thank you, Michael. Did you hear the thinking about building a bridge between Guruk and Dunoon? It would need to be a nice high bridge, and because but it'd be very stylish and it would open up Argyll. I think they should also make an application to the Duke of Argyll and say, could they extend the railway to Argyll? Because a long time ago, it was the Duke that said no. What about that, Martin?
Good, aye. So, did you get to the bottom of the stovies last night?
No, we still have never got to the bottom of the stovies. Everybody's got a different opinion.
I know, but I love homemade chicken soup and homemade lentil soup with a custard bread.
Oh, just beautiful. Stop now, Martin, because you're making McClue hungry.
I know, mate. I'm trying to figure this out.
Martin, take your time. Never worry. You're doing fabulous.
Okay. How many subscribers did you get now so far?
How many subscribers?
Yeah, so far on YouTube.
So far, I think we haven't quite reached 3,000. Perhaps we will tonight.
Yes.
Because it's been wonderful, and we've uploaded a couple of YouTubes today, and we had a very good response last night to the phone-in. Very good response.
I laughed at your latest video on YouTube, the one you uploaded earlier on. It was what's it called? Your recent one you did.
Was that my interview for being a spaceman?
Yes, I actually laughed at that.
Did you get a smile at that one?
Yes, I did.
We need everybody to share the YouTube. I wonder if you can do that. It should say there should be an arrow at the bottom of the YouTube, and people should be able to share it. Right now, the live one, they should share the live one.
Yes, and Glenn's not on tonight. Glenn had to go out and watch some football elsewhere. So a big shout out to Dee, Susan, and Kareem as well.
Lovely. Well, we'll check if they're on the chat, Martin. There's John Marshall. Good evening, Scottie. Dinky-Doo. Hi, Susan. We should build a secret tunnel to Ireland, says the Water Relief. Why, what are you going to Ireland in secret for? Let's have a debate. Oranges or bananas, says James. What a laugh. Mickey wants to know if we get parakeets in Scotland.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a parakeet in Scotland?
Yes.
Yes, right. Excellent. Well, we do then is the answer. We do, Mickey, because Martin's heard of them. Hello, my fabulous favourite friend. I like watching here better than YouTube, says Kitty. So she's watching on the TikTok.
Oh.
There we are.
Nice.
And I would say to the TikTokers, watch on both, but subscribe on YouTube and follow on TikTok.
Yes.
Yes, so, that's the way to do it.
Are you ever going to go back to Twitter and Twitch and that?
Yeah, well, I don't know about Twitch. Twitter, we're always on. You can follow Scottie McClue on Twitter anytime at Scottie McClue. In fact, I think, Martin, watch your screen and tell me if I do this, does anything come up, I wonder? Wait till we see. Is there anything coming up there? If I do this, does anything come up on the screen? No. No, I don't think so. I was going to put the Twitter up on the screen. You know?
I'm watching it now.
Yes. So what's coming up just now? Is there something coming up just now? There we are.
I'm only internet online. It's going to come up now. Scottie McClue and just your phone number, mate.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Lovely, lovely, lovely. There's Hugh Doug saying Scottie McClue practices black magic. I don't, so shall we doon the Swanee with them? Doon the Swanee with Hugh Doug's, but what an idiot. Imagine saying that. What a fool. There we are. He's gone. That's it. Doon the Swanee.
Do you think Nature Boy might apologise to you?
Oh, I'm quite sure he will. I think he should do.
Uh-huh.
I think he should do, Martin. And I think he should apologise to everybody.
Yes. Plus tonight I've got my dog with me for the rest of the week. My wee white dog, my wee Maltese dog is with me tonight. So she's keeping us company for the week now.
Oh, isn't that lovely, Martin? I've got Kian on here saying Dinky-Doo, Scottie and Martin.
Yes.
And here's somebody, Motorbikes Rock says, Scottie, if you're flow tie, you should have a crown on your head. I've got one. It's called my bonnet.
So where's your Glengarry hat? Because I absolutely love that.
The Glengarry is here. There it's there.
Lovely.
Do you want it on?
Yes.
You think so? You think we suit the Glengarry? I'll ask the nation. Right, guys, the bonnet of the Glengarry. Which should we have on?
I want the Glengarry on, mate.
Glengarry, right, we'll leave it on here. There's Blurry Face being an idiot. So doon the Swanee with Blurry Face. Blurry Face, the idiot. Gone. There we are. Doon the Swanee, I say, with any of these idiots. We're not putting up with any rubbish on here. 100% Glengarry, says Beachy.
Yes.
So it looks like the Glengarry's on for the night, Martin. Are you up for that? No, everybody's shouting the bonnet. The bonnet.
No. Glengarry stays on for the rest of the night until you finish at 9.
Until we finish at 9. Right, Alulu Baz sending me amazing things. You legend, says JJ. Evening, Scottie, says Scottie Robertson. These half-witted trolls need to learn some manners.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you know, otherwise they wouldn't get sent down the Swanee.
I know.
How silly is that? Martin, lovely talking to you. And we'll say Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo, and I'll phone again and later on as well.
That would be lovely. And we'll get another wee chat.
Yes, buddy.
Yes, bud. Love you lots. Dinky-Doo. There we are. That's Martin. He's off schedule just now. And we'll catch up with him later. If you've been ringing and redialing since the start, then do press on. Mickey says Spike Milligan was a comedy genius. He was indeed. Fabulous man, Spike Milligan. Did you see him up receiving his award? I don't wish to thank kind of day, says I did it all myself. I love that. All the best, Martin, says Betty Joe. We like that, Betty Joe. Thank you for that. And Dinky-Doo, I say. Now, what's happening here? We're just having a quick look and seeing everything's okay with the phones. If you've been ringing, do give us a call and let us know what you're up to. How do you call in? Learn with Danny. What you'd be best to do is go on the YouTube channel and you will see the phone number on your screen. So to get on the YouTube channel from TikTok, you go to my TikTok bio and you'll see the URL. It's a hyperlink. Who's this? Can I catch you on here? Where are we? Come on. We're looking for you. I can hear you, but I can't see you. There we are. It's happening. Right. Keep ringing and redialing. We will get you on, I promise. I'm going to open this up a bit just in case that's stopping some of the calls. We don't want that now, do we? There we are. Excellent stuff. Right. Scottie, I think you should put your wee poppy on and oh, Beachy, I thought it was on. I'll maybe actually go and get the poppy and we'll put it on. Yes, I think that would be very important. Dinky-Doo. Give us a call. There we go. You're live in Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
DINKY-DOO, Scottie. It's Kareem.
Kareem, lovely to have you with us. Kareem, we've got our wonderful, wonderful TikTokers with us tonight who have sent us 4,800 likes already, and one of them shouts, "Up the Royal Artillery."
Oh, 1 second, Scottie. I'm going to pause you on the big screen because there's an echo.
Oh, a wee echo, right? Okay, no problem at all.
There we go. Got it there.
Yes.
Yes, Scottie. Excellent. How are we?
Goody says, do you support gay people? Well, everybody supports gay people.
It's an inclusive...
Yes, we're very clear. Imagine asking Scottie McClue if he supports anybody. If you're a member of the human race, you're supported on here.
Absolutely, Scottie. You see it all the time.
Yes, absolutely. We tell them. Here's somebody saying, Kareem for Prime Minister. Now, I like that. There's a wee job, a wee sinecure for you, Kareem.
Thank you.
And here's a half-witted idiot saying you couldn't support a table. What was that, Kareem?
I said I would go for the Scottish Parliament any day over Westminster.
Oh, wonderful. Good for you, Kareem. That's what we like. There's a half-witted idiot saying that I couldn't support a table.
Oh, for goodness sake. No, Scottie, you get some numpties.
You get them. We had to send quite a few down the Swanee and the TikTokers. They just don't understand what it's like to be on a big live.
Yes, it's attention seeking, really. You've got to feel sorry for them.
You have to feel very sorry for them. It's like these poor half-wits that phone and just can't say anything, you know?
Yes. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, it does happen from time to time, but I'm sure hopefully they will get the confidence to ask you a wee question.
Yes, a wee question and have a wee chat rather than just a sweary word, you know, just because that's the way they've been brought up.
Yes, well, yeah, I can believe that. I've seen that quite a few times today in work.
Oh, yes, you see that sort of thing all the time. And of course, they must be hearing it from somewhere, Kareem.
Well, yes, absolutely. Well, I think a lot of them, it's obviously they're at the showing off stage where they want to act big and hard. So
they want to act big and hard. They've a few lessons to live, haven't they? Now, love from Wales, Kareem, and everybody follow us on TikTok. And of course, go to the TikTok bio and tap the YouTube URL. Let's have some subscribers to YouTube tonight. Brilliant patter. God save the Queen. It says Jack.
God save the Queen.
Yes, God save the Queen.
Yeah, excellent.
So that here's somebody, Pixel, who goes, let me guess, Scotch. Wrong, Pixel. Scots. Have you heard of the Masons, Scottie? Yes, I've heard of two Masons. Perry Mason was one, and James Mason, the actor. So there you are.
Right. Yes, excellent.
What about that? Why God save the Queen, says JM? Because it's very important that the Queen lives long and happy.
Yes, well, you know, she's been resting the last week or so because obviously she's not been feeling great.
Aha.
Yes, but I think she's determined to make Remembrance Day to show her face.
Oh, yes. Kareem, could you hold the fort for just a few seconds till I get my poppy?
Yes.
Yes, I'll not be long. I'll be back in just a second. If you could just chat away to the nation, you know, that sort of thing. I'll only be a second or two. There we go. We're never far away, you know. Tremendous stuff. There we go.
Welcome everybody to the Scottie McClue Show. Please subscribe to the YouTube button at the bottom of your screen. The First Lord of the Ring will be with you shortly.
Absolutely. Oh, Kareem, thank you very, very much for that. That was so good of you. I'll tell you, it was Beachy that said to me, you should have your wee poppy on. I had it on the other night. And this was a lady, a Russian lady, that made it for me. And I thought it was so beautiful. It's hand knitted. So I'm just gonna pop it on, Kareem. And then that just keeps everything right for this week, because this is Remembrance Week, of course. And I've done a little TikTok and a YouTube video.
I've seen it.
Is it all right?
very powerful, very well.
And that
well
was laying a wreath at Red Rose Radio one Sunday,
yes.
on Remembrance Sunday.
Right.
So what we did was, so the photo's a little bit older now, of course, but that was what we did, and we just did the voiceover yesterday.
Yes, it was really good, Scottie. I think it's obviously it's red, the poppy, but I think I've got different colour ones. I think
White poppy is wonderful as well, Kareem. Yes, very, very important. They, of course, weren't popular in some circles because people was associating them with peace rather than war, because some people think war is a solution, which it is, of course, not.
Yeah.
You know? You see, war is a failure, Kareem. If you have a war, the politicians have failed.
Well, have they really? Some of them would be getting very rich out of it.
Oh yes, I mean, you know, there were financiers who came in on both sides in the First and Second World War.
Yeah. There's also a topic.
But you're never going to get rich. You might make a lot of money, but you will never, ever, ever be rich. It'll just lead to badness.
Well, I think at one point in your life, it would catch up with you, Scottie, that you would have the blood of innocence on your hand.
Oh, now you're talking, Kareem, and 100%, sir. Yeah. That was so good of you to hold the fort. I hope you didn't mind. My poppy is white, lest we forget. There we are. Now, here we go. He's looking for your job, Scottie, Kareem. Well, he's very welcome. We could co-host. We could co-host. Now, there was somebody saying, what do you think of the Celtic fans not respecting Remembrance Week? Well, you see, I would say that everybody should respect Remembrance Week, because Ireland, long before you had Northern Ireland and Southern Ireland, the First World War, a lot of the Irish people came over to fight for Britain. And there was a campaign for I think it was the First World War, and it was holding hands across the Irish Sea, and the recruiting sergeant saying, "Step across and help, lad." You know?
Well, I as a Celtic supporter myself, I think there's whatever club you are affiliated with, there's always the numpties that associate, you know, they latch on, and it'll be these numpties that would have latched on and ruined it. But I wouldn't say all the Celtic supporters would be like that.
No.
A lot would show.
No, it's very old, misguided stuff that they've had their heads stuffed with, you know?
And it's just, you know, they've just let themselves down.
I remember being at a dinner, and the chairman said, "Ladies and gentlemen, please be standing for the toast to Her Majesty the Queen," as you do at the end of a lot of big dinners. And there was a wee soul beside me, and he just flushed red. He was very embarrassed. He said, I'm a Celtic man. I can't stand up for the Queen. And I said, well, I mean, she's your Queen as well. You know, should be delighted. He said, no, it's just the way I've been brought up. And he was almost in tears. So I just put my hand on his shoulder and I said, don't you worry. And that was that. Do you know what I mean? But he was also then embarrassed because everybody was singing their head off and staring at him.
Well, fair enough if that was his belief. He could have still stood up and not sung.
He could have stood up and just stood quietly. You know, I mean, it's like all these things. I mean, if you and I went to different religious services, we would do our best to join in, and if everybody stood up, we would stand up. If everybody sat down, we would sat down.
A perfect example, because I was brought up Catholic, and I'm now atheist. But when there was events when I was younger, my father is Muslim, so he still came. When I got my first Holy Communion, he still came to the Mass.
Wow!
And when there was my first confession, lots of things on weddings, you know. Still go and you still respect. You might not agree with everything.
No, but Kareem, what a fabulous upbringing.
Thank you.
No, you know, I love it. All that multicultural background. That's why you have such a rich mind.
Thank you.
Well, it's one of the reasons. I mean, it's your mind. You are the reason you have a rich mind, but it's also a very open and understanding mind.
I personally, I've not always been like this. I think you learn from the mistakes, and I have made in the past. Certainly, like everyone else, you've made a lot of mistakes, and it's how you learn from it. Live, learn, and grow. That's why I always say, live, learn, and grow.
Live, learn, and grow. Absolutely. I mean, I'm a lifelong learner. I learn all the time, every day.
Yeah.
And of course, you watch Scottie McCLUE now. There's great for diversity, you know.
Yeah. Listen, everybody watches you, Scottie. You've got all different people, walks of life. You come on and ask various questions, and I think that's what makes the show and what's made you so successful over all the years, because it is just anybody that can come in and join in.
Well, I think that's what it's all about, Kareem. I mean, people used to say, "What is the secret?" And people would say, "The humour, the quality of the debate, the laughter, the nonsense. There's just something for everyone, and it works at all levels, you know."
Yeah, you get something for a little bit of everything for something for everyone.
The Aluba has sent Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is the bringer of joy. And they've also sent Mercury and Venus.
All the planets.
All the planets are here, you know. So what planet are we all on? Tell me this, Kareem. Here's one for you. I was thinking, somebody was telling me some humorous chat and saying, have you noticed that atheists never go and knock doors?
Right.
They don't go out, excuse me, I'm an atheist, I wonder if you'd like to join us. And somebody else said, he said, well, an atheist pamphlet wouldn't really have very much in it.
As well, you know, there's like anything else, just so many categories to whatever the main heading is going to be, you know, sub-branches.
Yes, absolutely. It's fantastic. It was like the two people that knocked a door from a religious sect. And this chap opens the door. He says, yes, can I help you? They said, yes, we're here to see if you believe in the truth of God. And he said, come in. It's a cold night. Away you go into the sitting room. There's a lovely fire on, and I'll be in a minute. So they went in. He says, make yourselves comfy. And he went in, and they're sitting in the armchairs. He says, now, would you like a tea or a coffee? They said, well, we don't know because we've never got this far before.
I'll tell you what as well, Scottie. And I think you'll know, I think you mentioned the guy, Ricky Fulton.
Oh, yes.
He done a fantastic sketch of that he was in his bungalow house, and he opened the door, and there was two Jehovah's Witnesses. He said, yes, gentlemen, come in, just come through the hallway. Okay, just go through the door there, that's the sitting room, and I'll be with you 1 second. So they walk through, and it's a class, and they walk out, and that's it, he closes the door. But just the way with his charm and his banter, the way he done it was just absolutely...
Ricky Fulton was an incredibly funny man.
Yes, it was such a scene. If anyone's seen it, even go on YouTube and try and find it.
And one of the things I loved about him, he was a huge Scottie McCLUE fan.
When did he pass away, Scottie?
Ricky passed away. He wasn't very well at the end, and his lovely wife, Kate, was going round to visit him. And he was in the hospital out at the West End. But I'm just trying to think, gosh, it could be, oh my goodness, it could be 15 years ago now.
Yeah, I remember always, I loved when I was a boy at New Year, when he done the Reverend I Am Jolly.
Yes.
Watch that.
A Scotch and Rye. Well, I went to his final show with Jack Mulroy, the end of Francie and Josie. And I'm just trying to think when that was. So that might have been about 15 years ago. Because the time flies. Kareem, I was thinking today, I came up to Scott FM in December 1994.
Wow, goodness.
Now, it just doesn't bear thinking about. That's 27 years next month.
Wow.
Scottie McClue's 30 in June.
I would have been first year at school.
Yep, and it was a stream. Did you used to listen then, Kareem?
I was, things were different back then, like in terms of my family with money, etc. You know, like we had believe it or not, we had a cassette player, you know, just had the radio, and the radio station that I used to listen to, obviously being a teenager, It was Longwave Radio Atlantic.
Atlantic 252 from Ireland, yes, from Trim.
Yeah. And that was the music station that a lot of people listened to. I knew of you, Scottie, but I didn't know when you were on, and I've heard some things about you back then, but I'll be honest, at that age, I would have been too scared to phone you.
Oh, no, you could have phoned. There was a lot of your age group used to phone in. As I say, whenever you put McClue on, there's a massive youth following. And it doesn't make sense to the programmers. They take a look at me in my tweeds and my hat, and they think, how can the young people ever want to be interested in that? They want a smart-looking youngster like themselves who plays music and you know, tells gags and dabs and flosses and all that stuff. And the truth is, the young people are right into McClue's nonsense.
Yes, well, I think it's about respect, and I say this lightly, Scottie. Elders, I know you're still young, but in their eyes, obviously, they'll still.
Oh yes, in their eyes, I'm a million. In their eyes, though, I was a million 24 years ago.
Well, you know, but you've got experience, and that's something that I've always been brought up with. It's something I've seen teaching that I don't like, and I don't know if you've seen it in your travels, but I see a lot, and I know when I qualified, a lot of young teachers that come in actually don't really respect a lot of elder teachers because they're past it, or you know what, they moan and they complain. But at the end of the day, they have seen so many things that have been reinvented.
Yes. And really, I'll be absolutely honest with you. Education, one of the greatest tools is experience.
Correct. And you pass that on. I was lucky because when I was doing my teacher training, I was taught by a lot of elderly male and females, and I picked up so much. How do you get inside their head? How do you motivate them? How do you get the best out of them? You don't really get that with.
But you see, I love these people. I mean, I've always respected my elders, and I've always loved talking to people. As I say, the connections. My grandfather, I had him till I was 14. He was born in 1881.
Wow.
And the old boy I told you about, born in 1908, writing a letter when he was young to a gentleman born in 1854, the one whose grandfather was friendly with Bonnie Prince Charlie.
Wow, yeah.
And Prince Charlie died in 1786, I think it was.
Yeah, wow. You know, but I do believe respect your elders, because they might have things that are outdated and a bit old-fashioned. That's fine, that's going to be normal. You'll be the same when you get to that age, but the experience, the things that they have to pass down, and I think that's what we lack so much. Instead of looking for a tick box to tick it, we need the experience, you need the professional judgment, a lot of things.
I think that's it, and I think also if somebody gives the impression when they're older that they've done it all and seen it all, that's a bit of a switch off.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're just kind of, you know, finding your feet at our time of life, like my time of life, if you're finding your feet. I mean, I was joking with a colleague today. I said, I still don't know what I'm going to do when I grow up.
Well, it's true. You're constantly learning, Scottie.
Yes. And that's what we love. And the more you learn, the more you realize. I mean, as I say, last week, putting down that I was taught navigation by somebody that had circumnavigated the world 7 times, and I was just pilloried for it because they didn't believe it. It's such a big thing. And the guy that circumnavigated the world 7 times, he was the loveliest man, Kareem. You'd have loved him. No side term, no blowhard, nothing. And he was laughing at this wee boy, his wee nephew, his wee grandnephew sitting beside him, learning all about how to pass port to port and starboard to starboard and all that stuff, you know.
But that's memories you'll take with you, Scott.
Oh,
you know,
loved it. In fact, he sat so long with me. I can remember he had a wee bit of the arterial sclerosis because these guys were big cigarette smokers in their day because there wasn't much else to do during the voyage. And probably most of the fags were duty-free. So they would just sit and smoke in the voyage, you know.
Well, you know, that was the fashion then, wasn't it?
Oh, very much so. Everybody took out, you know. I mean, I can remember at school when you went into the staff room, you could barely see across the room.
You don't see that now. Jeez, oh.
You know, it was incredible. And I can remember I can remember the rector one day, assembly was actually voluntary, but there was always a good turnout. But the teachers wore their gowns. And one day, obviously, too many had decided they wouldn't bother. So the boss was in kind of on his Todd with maybe a couple more, you know. And if you were behind him, you could wave, Mexican wave, and all sorts of nonsense. So he flew upstairs and he went, "Gentlemen, assembly has finished." And they were all sitting lounging about smoking.
Downstairs quickly.
Oh, aye, they would shift it then, you know.
Before we go, Scottie, just the last thing about the poppy. There was also a poppy. I can't remember the colour, if it was blue or pink, but there was one for animals like horses.
Ah,
dogs,
yes, that
etc.
rings a bell. The blue poppy.
Yeah, for the animals that have been lost to war, and that to me has so much meaning because if you think of the fireworks we've had last few nights, amount of dead birds or disorientated birds, badgers, hedgehogs, foxes, you know.
Yes. Good for you, Kareem. Kareem, have you ever seen the film War Horse?
I haven't, no.
Oh, right. There's another one for your collection. So you're going to be watching Brassed Off and you're going to be watching War Horse. And I defy you to come back to me and say, "Scottie, don't give me any more movies because I didn't enjoy them."
I'll see if they're on a certain something flick.
Yes, War Horse, and with Peter Mullen starring in it, fabulous actor, and War Horse, and it's very moving though, and Brassed Off, which is moving as well.
Well, excellent, Scottie. Well, listen, again, thank you for taking my call tonight, Scottie.
Your call has been a privilege as ever.
Thank you. I'll say dinky-doo now.
Dinky-doo, good night, and bless you, I say. There we are. That's our Kareem. What a top man. What a wonderful call, guys. You've got to admit it. Right, to the telephones. What's everybody saying here? There we are. Pope Francis is the Pope. You are correct. Yes, we love the Pope. Scottie, what's your thoughts on COP62? What's going on here? Where are you? Where is this call? I'm trying to get your call. You're live on Scotty's. You're live on Scotty's phone. And who's that?
DINKY-DOO, Scottie. How's it going?
Hey, Glenn. Martin told us he didn't think you'd be on tonight because apparently you were at the football.
I've just come back from football, yes, Scottie.
Were you supporting the Owls?
I was, yeah. Some pizza trophy competition. Well, I'm not going to mention names of Scottie. You know the sponsors.
Who's shouting and bawling in the background?
Oh, it's just my mum says she's watching it on telly, you see.
Oh, I see. Dinky-Doo, mother.
Nice one, Scottie. Yeah. But they have sponsors for these little competitions, Scottie. You know, these pizza trophies.
Yes.
So it's just to get a bit of revenue, basically, you know, for the competition and that.
Yes, of course.
I think what they should do with, you know, when they have these competitions, I think they should give a free pizza away or something, Scottie.
With the what? Sorry, say again.
You know, free pizza.
Yes, free pizza.
Because of the sponsors of the competition, like I think back when football were going in 60s and 50s, Scottie, there were no sponsorships, were there?
No, they didn't. But I'll tell you what, there was the football pools.
Yeah.
And there was Spot the Ball. Do you remember Spot the Ball? Or are you too young?
I remember it, Scottie, yeah.
Yeah, Spot the Ball, usually, up in the stand or somewhere like that. You know?
When you used to stand on where the ball was kind of thing. With like,
well, I would study it and study it and study it, and you're almost sure you could see it.
You could never get it on, though, could you?
Not really. Somebody probably won Spot the Ball. And a lot of people won the pools, of course.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we love the pools.
But the arms, draws, and aways and all
yeah,
that.
you don't see them now, do you?
It's very rare, Scottie. I don't think so, no, to be honest.
Yeah, you don't see the football pools. We loved it.
Perhaps one day they might bring something similar back. You never know, do you?
You never know, Glenn. I think the lottery probably did away with a lot of that in the way that, social media kind of did away with my forum. I used to have a forum on SCOTTIE McCLUE's website. If you ever get the chance, 10 million people have been on SCOTTIE McCLUE's website. There's still a lot of good stuff on there. But we started a forum always way ahead of our time. And, of course, it was so popular. Everybody was argy-bargy. But I'll tell you what I did, which was very funny. We changed the swear words into really nice words. So, you know, anybody that was effing and jeffing, they got changed for love and angel. So people would type in Scottie McClue is an absolute angel.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what would come up.
And then the numpties were going like, what?
Scottie McClue should go away and take a love to himself. That's what was coming up, and I would go, I absolutely agree, thank you.
Scottie, you should try that with these.
We should do it on here with the numpty heads.
Definitely, I think you should, Scottie, yeah.
They have to come on and apologise. Say, I'm sorry, Scottie, I was one of the trolls, can I stay?
They normally come on a weekend, though, don't they?
Yeah, Glenn, can I tell you? On TikTok tonight, and I know you're a TikToker with Scottie McClue.
I am, yeah.
8,200 likes. Now, we haven't asked for any likes, and we've just got all these beautiful, beautiful people on tonight.
That's just fantastic, that, Scottie.
And last night, I want everybody watching TikTok to go to Scottie McClue's YouTube channel and subscribe, please. It's free.
The main one I go on is YouTube, Scottie, for this, obviously.
Well, YouTube's fabulous, but my soul drops when I look at it, and I think we've been on all night, and one person subscribed. You know, now everybody on YouTube should subscribe to Scottie McClue.
Of course.
There's 2,000 videos there for them, free.
Scottie, it's these numpties, isn't it?
It's the numpties. Legend Scottie boy, says Jack.
I think they're just going on and they're just thinking, what is this?
Yeah, they don't understand. And instead of looking, watching, listening, and then saying, hey, I think I'm going to phone and have a chat.
I'll have a couple of new ones come on last night, didn't there?
Yeah, we had a couple of new people on last night. Very, very good as well.
It's refreshing when somebody new comes on.
Always refreshing. The whole thing's refreshing. I last night was absolutely over the moon with the quality of the show.
Every night you can say the same thing, though, Scottie, because they're all good shows.
They are good shows, but we're at number 74 tonight. Tomorrow is our 75th show.
People are getting there, aren't they?
Yeah, we'll get there all right. Absolutely. I mean, it is the thing.
Has Matey Boy been on?
Matey Boy's not been on tonight. Martin was asking, did I think Matey Boy would come on and apologise, and I think he will.
You do. You've got it in you. You've got that little inkling.
Well, I think Matey Boy. I think he was brought up very well, and he sometimes just goes a bit native, you know.
A bit eccentric.
He loses it a bit in his own head.
Yeah, I think we all can at times, though.
Oh, can we not? Just, Glenn. 9,500 likes, Glenn. Well, just coming up to.
We've all got that split personality syndrome at times, don't we?
A little bit of that at times, you know. I don't want to be paranoid, but were you talking about me there?
Do you get that, though? Are you a morning person?
Am I a morning person?
Yeah.
5 o'clock every morning, up and about.
Have a bit of breakfast.
Doing my physical jerks, little bit of breakfast off to work, whistling a merry tune.
And then sit down as it comes.
10,000 likes. And then leisure time at night, an hour with the world.
It's going to be a good... Do you still have a lot of wildlife in your garden there?
Yeah, oh, beautiful, yes. They're all there. I think I might have a squirrel living in the house, actually.
I've seen a few squirrels recently, Scott.
I think this one's an illegal immigrant.
Oh, do you make him pay rent, Scott?
I think I should charge him. I think he owes me a few nuts.
Scottie, I think he's gone nuts.
No, I just heard that kind of slightly heavy scuffling in one of the wings, you know.
I saw a squirrel once come into my flat once. And I thought, is that a rat?
Oh, they're beautiful.
The next thing you know, it must have escaped back out again, Scottie.
Well, you're lucky he got out, because I had one that stayed in for 3 days.
Yeah.
And then he was knocking window going, hey, let us in, I stay here.
Brilliant.
You knock in the window, the little paws. You let us in.
They're intelligent morsel people, Scottie, aren't they?
Did the what, La?
they're definitely intelligent. Are they marsupials?
Oh, they're geniuses. They're absolute geniuses, the squirrels.
Even robins and all, Scotty.
Robins are beautiful. Sit on your handle of your spade.
I once had a robin knocking on window.
Yeah, they'll sit right in your Spear and Jackson number 4.
Sometimes you think that a robin's like, you know, like if 2 robins come, my auntie once said that when my nan and granddad passed away, 2 robins turned up.
Ah.
You know, to signify that they both come together kind of thing.
Isn't that beautiful?
It is, isn't it?
Hey, you're quite a spiritual man, Glenn.
You do believe in stuff like that, Scott?
I believe in everything. I mean, I look at everything. I don't poo-poo people. I got poo-pooed last week for saying my uncle had circumnavigated the world 7 times, which he had, of course.
Yeah.
You know, you get all these idiots because you see it's too big for them.
But they ridicule you for no reason.
Well, no, they ridicule you because they don't understand. We've always done that.
They're ridiculing themselves, though, aren't they?
Yes, you kill other tribes if you don't understand them.
If you're killing another alternative off, you're isolating yourself away from things like that.
Do you know what, Alulu, by sending me red roses here, Glenn? Hey, I'm going to have to dash, la.
Nice one, Scotty.
Lovely talking to you, Dinky-Doo. Happy football. There we are. That's our Glenn. He's off, I say to you. To the telephones as soon as you possibly can. We are very, very, very busy tonight. And it's not for the faint-hearted. Legend, Scotty boy, Dinky-Doo to all of you. There's a spy to the ball behind you. No, there isn't. Banter scam. I listened to Scotty. Honestly, I'm such a big fan. Robert Gillespie, lovely to have you with us. Banter scam. Grow up, says everybody. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that? Hello? You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Hi, Scotty. It's David. How are you?
Oh, David, what a privilege to hear from you.
Oh, I was just listening to wee Glenn. I love Glenn and Kareem. They're really nice people.
They're great. Their calls are amazing.
Scotty, do me a wee favour. Go and stand up. Don't panic. I want to see your jacket. Is that a jacket you've got on?
Do you like my jacket?
Stand up, Scotty.
Oh, I don't know if I stand up. I don't know if you'll see. Wait till you see.
Right.
There you are now.
Right.
Is that nice?
Right, I can only see the shoulder bit. It looks lovely. It's a smart jacket.
Do you like that?
It's beautiful.
It's a piece of Harris tweed. Wait, and I'll show you it, David. Here we go.
Right. I can see it. Right. It's right. Oh, that's good. I can. Oh, that. Yeah.
Have you got it now?
That's nice, Scotty. Yes, lovely.
There you are. I thought you'd like that.
Right, is that a deer jacket, Scotty?
Oh well, it depends on your opinion of deer. You see,
Scotty, it's gone viral.
You see, it depends on your opinion of deer. Has it gone viral?
It's gone viral, yeah. No, it's really lovely.
It depends on your opinions of deer. You see, a good tweed jacket, you can pick it up nowadays for, I don't know, maybe £60.
You look great.
Now, the thing is, it does me about 60 years. I've dressed the same as I'm dressed now since I was 16.
It's so nice, honestly. And obviously, your wee hat for Poppy Day.
The wee hat for Poppy Day, and I've got my poppy on, my hand-knitted poppy.
I've seen the Poppy.
That was a lovely, lovely Russian lady did that for me.
Brilliant.
So,
yeah,
you know. And what I've done, David, you'll see a wee TikTok and a YouTube of remembrance.
Yeah, that's cool, Scotty.
Yes.
Beautiful, do you know what I mean? You know?
I did that yesterday. I took the photo of the day we laid a wreath at Red Rose Radio.
Yeah, some people discussed about Remembrance Day. Some people say in the past, leave that alone. But no, if you want to remember people, that's okay.
Well, I once put out as a topic on Scott FM, because I said to them, should we make this Remembrance Day the last one?
That's correct. I saw it.
And they were all on doing their nut.
And they were doing their head. I was laughing at your comments because you were just trying to say about what you were.
Well, I was trying to, you see, what it does, it actually brings attention to it, because you get people going, Remembrance Day, what's that? You
I
know,
know,
and you
I
have to
know,
educate people sometimes.
Oh, yeah, I know.
See, there's a half-wit called Banter Scam saying, fight the monarchy. Now, what kind of idiot comes out with something like that? You know what I mean? I think we'll send him doing the Swanee.
Dead stupid.
He's away doing the Swanee. He's gone.
I nearly swore there.
Oh, no!
Because of idiots.
I remember a poor soul phoning me from Liverpool. Twice I gave him the chance, and he did not mean to swear. There was no malice. And I said to him, I said, are you enjoying the show? And he said that it was an effing good show. And then the next time I asked him, he said it was an effing great show. I says, no, listen, you'll need to go. You can't say that.
I know, Scottie, right? Kareem, I love Kareem, as you know. Kareem was discussing our lovely Ricky Fulton.
Oh, yes.
Right,
David,
well,
can I tell you, sorry to interrupt, 13,000 likes on the TikTok tonight.
Good,
and we haven't even asked for them.
I'm on TikTok, but I've not been on it recently because I've been really busy, you know.
Here's Geomac. David, wait you hear this. What happened to Scott FM? Why couldn't the management see what they had was gold? Well, I think they eventually saw that. The first management were brilliant. They sold the station, and it was the second lot that made the big mistake.
There you go.
And I never fought them on it. I just let it go, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I'll just say what I feel. Even Nation Radio let you down. You know what I mean?
Well, I think, but then I can understand that because they had to have staff on a Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. And that's when they're trying to get a wee bit leisure time, you know?
But people get broken-hearted because you only started.
I know. Well, that's one of the reasons I thought we'll just go on the internet and people could come and join us.
Of course, that's it. You know? Oh, I mean, Nation Radio, I mean, I'm trying to excuse me, but the internet is the radio, that's Scottie.
I think what we're doing now is probably one of the best things we've ever done.
Yeah.
You know, we loved Scott FM. We loved the big stations in Manchester, the Midlands, Newcastle, London, all that stuff. But this is great because this is people watching in America and everything.
I can see your lovely wee face. I'm watching you all the time.
You've got my wee face. Did you see my wee joke yesterday about the Mona Lisa?
No, what was that?
I said I went to Paris and I went to the Louvre to see the Mona Lisa and she's no oil painting.
So Ricky Fulton, me and John were up the cemetery last week. And I go up to see his grave often because I've got friends in that cemetery as well.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you.
I want to mention the cemetery, but
no.
I'd like to mention the cemetery.
Well, you can actually, David, if you'd like to.
It's Dalnotter.
At Dalnotter, yes, I know exactly where you're out at the crematorium. Now, wait till I tell you this. I was walking one day when I stayed in Maryhill. It was a Saturday afternoon. I didn't have very much money, so I thought I'll take a walk.
Yeah.
So I went for a walk, and I went away up the back to Lamb Hill to the necropolis at the back. Well, and I'll tell you who I came across. Will Fife. I belong to Glasgow.
I belong to Glasgow.
Absolutely. Don't sing the whole thing or we'll get a copyright strike. And what about this, Davey? Look, here's wee Geordie. Remember you on Scott FM all the years ago. Brilliant show. Isn't that lovely? I remember you on Scott FM all these years ago. Brilliant show. Isn't that lovely?
You will remember, Scottie.
Yeah.
You're the champ.
Well, it's just amazing. And, you know, with all that, here's an idiot trying to say Scottie's a Marxist.
I mean, but Ricky Fulton's wee headstone is quite sad. No one's put the flowers down, so I thought I would put a flower down. David,
that's a lovely thing. I find that just wee things like that are a very nice thing to do.
Honestly.
Yes.
And, you know, he died about, was it 15 years
I
ago?
think it must be 15 years because Kate died not long after. She was absolutely lovely as well. Can I
think
tell you a
that's
story
up
about Kate Fulton? She
Fulton.
did the job I did at Scottish Television and Grampian Television. And lovely. She wrote me lovely letters when we were at Scotty FM, and
That's
love from
amazing.
Ricky
That's
and I,
amazing.
and oh, it was wonderful. And we
Wow.
must all meet up. And Jack loves it as well. This was Jack Milroy and Mary Lee. Lovely people. And Kate would write these beautiful wee letters and say, we must get together, blah, blah. Anyway, she was great. She was a wonderful person. Anyway, she one day was flying from Aberdeen to London.
Yeah.
And she went to the airport, and I don't know what happened, but anyway, she said, oh, listen, I'll just get the train. So she got the train from Aberdeen to London and pulled in with her all warm and comfy with her shoes off and her feet nice and warm under the train seat and that. And when she came out the station, here was a billboard saying that the Aberdeen flight had crashed.
Oh, right. Oh, terrible. Oh, wow.
Can you imagine?
Right.
And I don't know what possessed her, but she thought, I'll just get the train.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's strange, isn't it?
Do you know, this is, wait to hear this, Dave. You'll love this on the TikTok. There's a guy been saying that he thinks Scottie is a Marxist, right? So wait to hear this. Young Paddington goes, banter scam, bet you don't even know what that means. Peter used to live in Moss Park. I was along the Moss Park. My auntie stayed in Moss Park.
Yeah.
And see where you are. That was another lovely part of the world there, out at the Knightswood.
Moss Park. I remember about that bus to Moss Park years ago. Just to reach up on a bus, just to see what it looked like, and then back to city centre in Glasgow. Seriously.
Lovely. No, 2004.
When buses in the old days.
Davey,
You know what I mean?
2004, Ricky died. So we're just about right. We're saying 15 years ago, 17 years ago.
2004, there you go.
17 years.
Goodness.
So Kate, I was on Radio Clyde when Kate died because I did a tribute to Ricky and I said, I'm sending love to Kate. And somebody said, what were you doing the other night sending love to Kate? Have you not heard she passed away? And she'd passed away just when I was sending out the message, I think.
She passed away, of course.
And I was saying, I was on Radio Clyde, I was saying, and we send love to Kate, of course, if she's listening.
So it's quite you were actually on Radio Clyde, you know, right? So
I was Radio Clyde. I did what was called the Clyde Cayley on a Saturday night at 6 o'clock, 6 till 8. And next door to me was the wonderful George.
Right.
So George was banging out the hits, and I was banging out the Jimmy Shand.
Jimmy Shand, yeah, of course. It's strange because I've been at Radio Clyde for years, right? Obviously, I'm 52 this year. I'm 53 this year. No, next year, sorry. Get confused there.
Well, do you know that Radio Clyde must be 48 years old? 49 this new year.
To keep bringing me back there, probably always sing big.
49, because I'm sure Radio Clyde started on New Year 1973.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I knew them all. I knew Jimmy Gordon and I knew Alex Dixon, the programmer, and all the lovely jocks that were on. Fantastic people. Dougie Donnelly and Paul Coya and Bill Smith and
can I say something? You know, I'm a gay man. I used to fancy him.
Right, I'll not make any comment there. Fantastic stuff. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to go. We're out of time. I can't believe it, Davey. Lots of love. Dinky-Doo.